Oh yeah,
I think
she is a national treasure.
She was unbelievable, but she was bad. She wasn't as
No.
compared to the other people. They were doing mad tricks, and she said her thing was, I was never going to beat them at what they were doing, so I just tried to do my own thing. And
Yeah,
I'm like, can you imagine that in any of the other events?
Yeah.
Oh, I was
The
never going to
swimming.
win at discus, so I figured I'd throw it straight up into the air.
Yeah.
I got there and I saw how heavy some of those deadlifts were. So I just decided to have tortillas. I just ate some tortillas. But, none of those guys even ate a single tortilla, and I had 3. So
I had 3.
Who wins the medal, really?
I don't want to be pulled up. GMat. Is there anything for dessert or something? Oh, Mario! Oh my God!
Hometown Spider-Man.
Yay. I need help with doing a push-up.
This is still going?
Yep.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everybody. Fuck, he's good. And you just made me panic, so I don't even know if everything's ready. I should probably turn on.
Recording's a good idea.
Set this. No, recording's on. We're recording. We're on 222.
Press the button to make it red.
Yeah, that's just in case. That's a backup audio. Now we have backup
In case you
audio.
want actual audio.
Oh, I don't like being straight onto the camera.
Good morning.
In the lowest chair.
Turn sideways. You worried it's going to make you look short. Not a towering 5'4" that you are.
No, I'm worried it's going to make me look like a big fat little...
The bloody file thing in front of the camera.
Oh,
The
so
what?
Sienna can't look at herself.
No, I can't look at myself.
I don't care. You shouldn't be looking that way. The focus is
To be
here.
fair, Sienna, if you saw what it was, you wouldn't want to look either.
No, that's
No,
true.
It's a very blue at the moment. There's going to be a lot of post-color grading going on. Hi, Sienna.
Hi, Matt.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, everyone.
So
Hello.
Ben, we were just at Pancake Parlour having a coffee and a chinwag.
Confirmed.
And he said, I said something like, something about the sketch and how it's tough to, the G-Stream sketch, how it's tough to relate it
You
back
said,
to.
I bet you're not even strong enough to do a podcast right now.
Yeah.
And I'm proving you wrong.
He said, I've asked you like 3 times in the last week if you want to do a podcast. I said, first of all, you've asked me twice, and one of them was at 7 p.m. and then he cut me off and goes, let's go do one now then. And I was like, all right.
Attaboy, Ben.
And
7
here we
p.m.
are.
Like it's a fucking catastrophe for time.
No, but just like, that's not you. That's not really. You can't use that as a...
Yeah, I can.
I've asked you. All right, fair enough.
7 p.m.?
But also, you said 3 times. It's twice.
If I sent you a message at 3 a.m., you could be like, and he asked me at 3 a.m.
True.
The 7 p.m. He asked me at a perfectly reasonable time. I was like,
But
"What
like,
did he
just
fuck,
like,
brother?
it just said, and then it was also Sunday night, wasn't it?
What does that mean to
I
you?
don't know. It's just 7 p.m.
You're using Sunday night as a convenient excuse because it's Sunday night, but your Sunday night
The
does not
beach
mean...
volleyball was on.
I don't watch the beach volleyball. All she does is just send me reels of women's asses and then comes to me like, he's such a dirty dog. I
It's filth.
haven't sat down and watched
You
a
were looking
single
up
game.
a dressing gown before when we were in a house.
She showed us.
You
Don't
asked.
say us. I wasn't involved.
I said, Sienna, show us your fan. I didn't think she would do it.
Yeah. She's such a grot sending you those videos that you don't even like. Show us your fan.
Yeah, true.
To deal with.
So here we are doing
Welcome back, Ben.
a
We
GMat
missed you.
Thank you.
It's my podcast now.
Well,
Please.
thank you for joining us on Mentally Illegal.
This isn't mental. This is GMat podcast. We're not ready for mentally illegal.
So, yeah, that's 2v1. It's mentally illegal.
You're
Do
trying
us
to
a quick intro.
for mentally illegal
Quick
or
intro.
for GMat
This is
podcast.
mentally illegal.
This is
we're
GMat
not
podcast.
Mentally illegal. It's Sienna's podcast.
It's
She's
GMat
going to do the intro.
podcast. Do GMat podcast
You're hosting.
intro.
If it wasn't her podcast that she was hosting, why would she be matching with the decor of the couch?
Yeah.
This is all.
Because she has
set
one
up
pair
for
of pants and that's them.
And I got sausage dog slippies.
All right, do a GMat podcast intro.
for mentally illegal.
Oh, hold on, wait.
It's coming. It's there. It's just
What a
loading.
shambles.
Oh, go fuck yourself, Benjamin.
You've had over 4 minutes to prepare, and you're fucking stumbling
We just
around
left.
like
I
an
haven't eaten. I've had 2 coffees. I'm
idiot. Yeah, 2 double shot
Oh
coffees.
fuck yeah! I am juiced up on coffee right now.
I think you'd be in a better mood, all that caffeine.
I was trying to have a normal conversation with Ben at the thing, and I was like, yeah. So what has you got going on?
In the middle of me talking, he's just watching his hand shake.
Yeah.
I did pull my hand up and watch it shake. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. What was I doing?
3, 2,
I'm ready.
Oh my god.
1.
Oh my god. Here we go.
This podcast was brought to you by the independent developer and publisher Tiny Bill.
Wait.
Who
How many
made games
years
like
has it been since that was the
Wait.
case?
Smooth transition.
Hello and welcome.
Sienna, keep going.
Welcome to the independent developer and publisher Matthew GMat with Benjamin Javis and Siemba Bin Scabo. Special guest today featuring Lulu Iscaro and Murphy. Featuring Eleanor Jayata, who will be sadly leaving us in 3 to 12 months.
Keep on, you got to time this out.
And thank you so much for joining in the comments. And everyone, cut the music.
Great work. All right. We still got. You didn't hear any of that music, but tell me,
I
it was
heard
good
all
in the
dog
ears.
shit coming out the other end, though.
It was good in the. It was good with the music.
That's what mentally illegal is normally like. It's got to be mentally illegal because she's already just putting the microphone in her dog's face.
No, we haven't done a mentally illegal yet.
This is the first one. The very first episode. I'm so glad to be here for the debut premiere episode.
Stop trying to fucking.
Here we are.
To shoe on your way
The Holy
into.
Trinity back together.
Yay.
First ever
We're the three
mentally
best friends.
illegal.
GMat, Ben, Sienna.
Yeah.
Sienna. I do miss Aiden.
The big
I haven't
three.
seen Aiden in a while.
I saw him the other day.
Don't
Sorry.
be sarcastic. Come on. So here we are,
don't
mentally
do that.
illegal. So what's the new format?
We're going to do news story of the week.
Yeah,
We're
It's
gonna
all
do,
stuff that you hate. I was like, this would be a good chance to like do segments because
Yeah.
you really fucking hate segments.
We're going to do terrible advice. We're going to do random text messages from GMat.
Yep.
Just another Beck reference. She's coming back. What else have you got?
Here we go.
It's the fucking news.
So this
It's
week.
the news, Ben!
This week in news, a Australian breakdancer. Do you guys see? It's weird how that's really turned around. Like first we were all making fun of her, and now people are like, you know,
Are they? Is that what happening? She's a national treasure now.
well, people have been like, we should go easier on her. She's like, the quote is like, all my moves are original. I'm like, yeah, everyone's.
My moves are original.
everyone's
I've seen my
moves are
nana do some of
original.
those moves.
I just don't understand. Like, surely you'd have some sort of committee screen the Olympians first.
Apparently she won. She was like the oceanic champion to get to the. Apparently she got there of her own merit. But what she did on stage was
It was Kath and Kim
it was
on
awful.
stage.
It was really bad. But
We love you for being a meme, and like, she's never gonna have to work again because she's a fucking.
She might.
She might.
but she's like she has her doctorate in break and
Yeah.
like shit like that.
I
And
wonder if she's part of her hex yet for that.
she also it turned around real quick into like she was like, I hope because she wore like the
Australian tracksuit.
dress, and she tweeted something where she was like, I hope the men get scrutinized just as much about their outfits. I'm like, no one was talking about gender
No,
at all. This had nothing to do with gender until you brought
just
it up.
look dumb.
Yeah, it's a weird. It's been weird. It's a weird one. Go on, Ben. Say something. I can see you.
Across the floor. PhD in breakdancing?
Yeah,
How do you get one of those?
she's a
Anything-
doctorate.
yeah.
Thank you.
Anything can be.
Yeah.
She was freaky fucked.
What is her?
She came freaky last.
She did a thesis on
She did. It was
headspins.
like
What is
18-0, 18-0, 18-0. She sucked, and it's apparently now we're all awful if we make fun of her. I'm like, what happened?
Just the fact that she's like, I'm going to compete for a medal and I'm going to do the kangaroo hop.
Yeah.
And that's going to get me to the end.
And then blame us when we make fun. I'm like, I'm so sorry. That was terrible.
Yeah.
And you look funny. But I love her.
Oh, yeah.
I think
she is a national treasure.
She was unbelievable, but she was bad. She wasn't as
No.
compared to the other people that were doing mad tricks. And she
Like-
said her thing was, I was never going to beat them at what they were doing, so I just tried to do my own thing. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
just to-
can you imagine that in any of the other events?
Yeah.
I was
The
never going to
swimming.
win at discus, so I
Yeah.
figured I'd throw it straight up into the air.
Yeah.
I got there and I saw how heavy some of those deadlifts were. So I just decided to have tortillas. I just ate
Yeah.
some tortillas. But, none of those guys even ate a single tortilla. And I had
No.
3.
I had
So
3.
Who wins the medal, really?
Yeah.
Where's my audience participation award? Where's my fucking medal for that, huh? I clapped so loud at the discus and no one heard me. I just want to see a swimmer that like does the walk underwater and will walk the bottom of the pool
Yep.
and win.
you think
the
this
wooden
isn't mentally
spoon.
illegal?
Wait, they would hold a discus and do that, or a shot put?
No, I've swapped sports.
Okay, sorry.
It's like I want to see a swimmer be like, I'm not going to win doing freestyle. I'm going to win by walking underneath the water holding my breath the whole time.
By the way, that was all really good material. I wasn't leaving you silent because it was bad material. I was thinking of a joke in my head. And I wasn't
give me the
listening
joke.
No, I wasn't actually thinking. I was
say that.
I was.
This podcast wasn't bad. We thought of hundreds of jokes the whole time. That's why we weren't responding to each other. Or talking about
we
it.
surveyed 100 people, and the top 100 jokes are.
I just felt rude because I was staring straight at her when she made a good gag about.
You're
thing.
disassociated.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about. I was like, do I need to cut out the thing about no one brought up gender until you did? Oh. Yeah. What?
So ready to be cancelled.
I know. I'm always on edge. I'll tell you what, though. You know that Turkish guy the shooter who had his hand in his pocket and wasn't wearing any headgear and everyone fucking loved him. That was a doubles event. And his partner was a woman and she was doing the exact same thing. Oh. No one gives a fuck.
Was that the ex-wife that he had the argument with?
No. It's just his partner's hand in the pocket, no headgear, same fucking exact same person. And they both won silver together, but that's not the story that circulates.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I don't know why that is. I'm not saying.
He just looked like a fucking G.
And she also looked like a G. The two of them together. And there's a great photo of the two of them doing the pose at the same time, side by side. And she's just been like washed out of that story altogether.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fuck women, am I right?
I try. I really try.
I was not being rude then or sexist. I was just thinking of a joke.
Because you didn't make one.
What's the next thing?
The next thing?
Yeah, next
what have you been up to? We haven't seen you. What's wrong?
They're comparing her to the guy who won the skating by mistake.
Yeah, but he won.
Yeah.
He fucking won. She didn't. She lost brutally.
Yeah, he sucked and won because everyone else fell over. She just went there and looked like a fool and then complained about it.
It would have been comparable if her competitors all broke their ankles while they were dancing and she won, but...
Well, yeah, true. Well, she's only versing one other... Oh, I suppose...
Yeah.
All of them.
Exactly.
The fucking meme is like the male competitor for Australia is like working overtime. You just see him like, helicopter. He's just fucking doing like 14,000 head spins just to make up for that poor effort.
Is he good?
Yeah, he's quite good.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
I hope he's under the same amount of scrutiny as her.
No, because they're saying like he's got to work twice as hard to make up for Australia's piss poor effort.
Is he wearing the jumpsuit?
Sort of. He had like a polo on and the tracky pants. He looked a little bit more cool than her. I think it was the cap that made her look like a fucking dork.
Yeah.
She was saying dancing.
She was saying like
not the dancing.
Dancing was actually really good. She didn't have the right hat.
Yeah.
She felt like she was like, all I wanted to do was wear the green and gold and wear the thing. And I told
home. If that's all you care about, do it at home. I showed up to the Olympics, worked a bit hard, not that hard really. Looked like a fuckwit, now everyone's making fun of me. That's sexism.
What have you been up to, Ben? We haven't seen you in a while.
We've missed you so much.
I
wouldn't say I've just been working on a new format for a podcast.
What was that?
I wouldn't say that.
What do you say?
She said we missed you so much. I said I wouldn't say that. I was doing gags, guys. Come on. I'm shaking from the coffee. I'm all juiced up. My Uber's here.
Go home from home.
What's been going on?
What you been doing?
Not much. I'm just trying to be my best for them.
You're a real dickhead.
I did that to him last podcast as well. And he told me to shut the fuck up.
We've already hit the.
It's gone. Where is it?
Well, I took it down
way too late.
Yeah,
I clocked it as soon as I walked in. And then he took it down about 4 minutes before we started. Take that down so you don't make fun of me. Like, yeah, that's fucking happened.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be our friendship where I have to like change my house so you don't make fun of me, but somehow it is.
This is you. You're the female breakdancer. It's like I put dumb shit on my door. I look like a fuckwit, and then people made fun of me. That's sexism.
Yeah. We had a breakdance battle in my house.
Yep, when I was pissed.
Yep.
I tried to do the worm. Sienna can do the worm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I would believe that.
Yeah.
And I tried, and I fucking couldn't.
It was funny. I was like, you need to get the motion into your body before you flick yourself off the ground. And you could see him just like slowly humping the floor. I was like, yeah, come on.
That seems like something
kick
that you
your feet
could do.
up.
What?
The worm.
No, I can't.
You can move. You can.
I might. I don't know. I was very drunk. I had a half bottle of whiskey.
Oh, this fucking half bottle of whiskey.
I'm so
I've
sorry.
heard more about this than I have the Olympics.
I told you. I'm just telling you.
And 2 G&Ts and some other bullshit. What was the other one?
I told him this once, like 10 minutes ago.
No, you told
at
me
coffee
on the
where we
phone the
sat
other day.
for. Did I?
Yeah.
When?
When you said, I'm going to bed, I'm not doing a podcast at 7 p.m. I can't
Oh,
believe
true.
you're asking
True.
this.
Yeah, but I was telling you, it was relevant. I was like, I drank a lot last night. I'm hungover. I don't want to do a podcast. I want to go to bed.
Yeah, I had half a bottle of whiskey.
I'm so sorry that you've got a few days off and suddenly you're interested in my content. Every fucking 6 months.
God, I've missed
His
you.
content.
Every 6
His
months.
special content.
I'm sick of being picked on.
It's
Matt,
dead,
can we please do a podcast?
It's
I miss your content.
dead silence for 6 months.
Yes.
Then he gets a week off work and he goes, "How are we going to make this channel blow up?"
Yeah.
That's the pattern.
That's
we're
the
looking at.
energy I love.
Spit in my
I
face.
love it.
I have to hear about all his drinks and how tired he is, and then the channel never blows up.
Yeah.
I'm the one doing the work here.
Yeah.
Mate.
Remember we pointed that the other day and you were like, "That's really funny," because
That was
that's so true. You just like getting time off me like, "How are we going to make this channel blow up?"
Come on, Matt. Fucking pull your finger out.
Yeah. What's your new hobby at the moment?
Huh?
What's your new hobby at the moment?
What?
Went round to there's 3 bikes at his house now.
Yeah.
Last
Are
time
they
we
the
spoke to him.
$200,000
No.
Olympic bikes?
No.
I have a really cool helmet. Looks like a sperm as well.
Yeah.
Is it one of those curved? Oh wait,
Wow.
no, I thought you were serious.
Have you taken up noose knitting as well since you bought that helmet?
Noose
Nah,
knitting?
I'm ready done. I have time.
Yeah. That's ready to hang. You should
Amazon
put that in the
next
bin.
day delivery, and then by
Yeah.
then you're like, I don't know if I want to kill myself too.
Woo, woo, woo.
Um,
Have you gone for a pedal?
Yeah, all the time. Went out.
Can you keep the mic close? I didn't have headphones on, but can you stop talking?
I'm chewing gum.
Oh, sorry. Just chewing the mic. People don't care.
We love the ASMR.
Yeah.
New
dogs-
hobby. I don't know. Still been shopping for a car.
Mm.
Been riding a bit. I don't know if I have a new hobby at the moment.
You said just before you were like, I think I might buy a baby grand piano.
That's true. Yeah, I was going to look at it again. A baby grand.
Sing me a song.
It'll be the new,
Piano Man.
the new dining room table.
The piano.
Yeah,
That's kind of
I'll
cool.
get rid of the table. I'll put it in front of my fridge, and we can just eat off it. And I can play songs, play Coldplay and stuff for everyone.
Just while they're hanging out. Just while they're eating. That'd be nice.
It would be, wouldn't it?
Bling. Sorry, hold on. Ding. Sorry, all right, hold on. Sorry a second. No, hold on. All right, yeah, hold on. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I got it.
There you go.
It's
only the most communal area of the house.
I was really trying to make a joke there. You could have helped to laugh a little.
As soon as they're funny, I'll laugh. Don't you worry about that.
You're a real piece of shit. You're a real piece of work. You know that?
Whenever you make a funny joke, I laugh. Remember when we were the first time we did a play together?
Yeah.
2015.
Mm-hmm.
We were in the rehearsal room. I can't remember exactly what you said, but it was very funny and I laughed.
I thought you were really going to tell a story then. I was really getting in. I thought we were going to reminisce.
I was, but I can't remember what the funny thing was. But
Thought it was
going to
be
You know
enjoyable.
what?
This guy
He's
gets
pretty
it.
funny sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely hanging out for that to happen again.
What have you been up to, Sienna?
Oh, Sienna.
So-
You've got your new podcast that you launched that we're launching right now.
Yep. So I'm currently playing in the Bridges of Madison County musical
Musical.
by Jason Robert Brown.
I saw it.
Oh yeah, Matthew,
I enjoyed it.
tell us.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yep.
Well, I didn't like it a lot, but I liked it.
You didn't hate it.
No, not at all. No.
You would have hated it.
No, that's why
He
I'm not
would have
coming.
for sure.
Yeah.
I was actually looking at tickets and I was like, wait, the musical? Oh, fuck this.
Yeah. You
I
know,
really did think about it for a second though.
the story. Do you reckon the story itself could be
You
a play?
guys aren't the problem, by the way. Like, I didn't like the book. I was like, this is not my show. But everyone was like, a lot of really, really good singers and really good actors working with a pretty average score. Sorry, not score. Pretty average book. Great songs in there. All sound exactly the same.
Yeah, all the songs.
I could not hum you a single song from that show.
There's it's just ballad. One slightly upbeat song, ballad.
Infamously difficult to hum ballads when you hear them one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, unless it's like Katy Perry and it's like, it's not that sort of
I don't
ballad.
think you know what humming is. Also, that wasn't a ballad.
All right, fucking.
On opening
Hum
night,
a ballad.
it was obviously the first time we've heard like laughter, like in the show,
Yeah.
because no one's come to watch it. And I was saying to Geordie before we came on for one of our scenes, I was like, "Are we the like fuckhead comic reliefs in this show?"
Yeah.
I was like, just never clicked to me that
You guys
we
come
were
out,
the,
you say
we were the
something funny.
fucking goofballs.
Yeah. Well, you couldn't have the main people because they're all cheating on each other.
Yes, that's
And
true.
then it's just
Have
you guys.
Have you seen the movie?
You should know that before opening night.
What?
That
But
what
it's
your
such a-
character's function is in the narrative.
But it's such a serious show.
Nothing you guys say is serious. I agree with Ben. I feel like you should have known you were funny before you fucking
You went out
opened your
there and
mouth.
you trip over each other and like,
Yeah.
like, why is everyone laughing?
Yeah. Whoa.
I'm trying
That's
to
a very
deliver.
emotional slip over I just did.
Yeah. No, I was literally in the wings like, oh no, We're the fuckheads in the show. Everyone giggles. Oh well.
Here's the thing,
Whatever.
Ben. There's a
Because people are coming. Sorry to interrupt you. People are coming out saying Geordie's just such an emotional actor. And I'm like, what about me?
he does do it, but it's more funny. He's dry. It's the dry stuff is good. I guess he does have some emotion. Yeah. You're right. There's some emotional stuff in there.
Yeah.
You both do it, but I don't know. It's easier to come up to someone and compliment someone else than them.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
No, stay.
So
She doesn't want you, Murphy.
there's
She's
this
not interested.
there's this wife married to a guy, 2 kids. They seem all right. She's content, but she misses her home because she's from Italy.
Right.
They go to a state fair to
They as in the two kids and the
kids
husband.
and the dad go to do some horse bullshit.
Cow
and the
bullshit.
wife stays home. She's like, I'm gonna be home for a few days by myself. She's like, I think I'm going to read a book and just enjoy my time to myself. And some guy shows up, pulls up the driveway, and goes,
30 minutes later.
he goes, I'm a photographer. I'm traveling the area to take pictures of the bridges of Madison County, like all the bridges for a thing that I'm writing.
For the National Geographic.
Right.
And the next day she fucks him, and we're meant to feel sorry for this lady.
Photos.
Well, she meets him, talks to him. She's like, and she sings a song like, "How do you describe a man like this?" I'm like, you've had like a 4-minute conversation. She's a fucking. The director's right behind me, and I know him. And we turn around the show at interval. Turn around. He's like, "So what do you think?" I'm like, "I fucking hate that bitch."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Interesting."
Yeah, interesting.
And I was like, is it like she's the worst? She fucked him the next day, and she's like, I'm like, I hope she ends up alone in Italy with no one. And he's like, interesting. And I'm like, this.
You'll have to watch and see.
Yeah, that sort of
Oh.
thing. And no, she doesn't. And she doesn't get her comeuppance at all.
Really?
And it really gave me the shits. And we're meant to feel sorry for her because when she was in Italy, she was engaged and the guy went to the war and then he died. And so she decided 20 years later she'd cheat on her husband.
Oh, yeah, fuck whoever you want. That's so sad.
And it's really like, it's arrogant because she's like fucking him and his car's parked in the driveway and all the neighbors can see and they're like, what's going on? And she's like, the neighbors are looking through the window being like, his car's been there all night. I'm like, you arrogant cow.
Yeah.
So you're saying she should have cheated on him, that's fine, but hide it better.
Well, I mean,
Bit of
it's
decorum, please. Park the car in the garage.
Because she was
so
so,
to speak.
worried that that the people would notice, but like the car is
nothing to
nothing to
fucking
hide it. Yeah.
Was there a
mitigate
scene after
that
being
risk.
Like, we fixed your flat tire that you had all night.
No, I can't remember what she says on the phone. She's like, "Oh, he just wanted directions or some bullshit."
Yeah, and lied. She's like, he's gone. I'm like, his car's there.
Yeah.
And they can see. She's just the
there,
worst.
she's got binoculars out the window.
It's like she wants to get caught.
But then in the act 2, she's like, "Oh, you have to go before my husband and kids get home."
Yeah, really has a panic attack. She's like, you have to go. And also does nothing in the first act to like he's like, I should leave. Like she's like, no, come in for an iced tea. Like when she first meets him, and he's like, I don't want to. And then he's like, please stay for dinner. He's like, no, I've really got to go. He does everything in his power to not be there. And she's like, stay, use my shower, eat my pussy. And he does nothing. She does nothing to like not make it happen. She's inviting him in, she's courting him, and then cheats on him. And then at the end, we're meant to feel sorry because her husband died, and then he died, and now she's alone. I'm like, good.
Yeah.
And I hope you drown.
Did the director really wanted everyone to feel sorry for Bud? Did you feel sorry for Bud?
Yeah, of course. Because he got cheated on and didn't know. And then he comes home and he's like, something's wrong. Like, something's up with you.
Yeah, she's
What's
like
going
being
on?
real sketchy when they get back.
And he's like,
Gaslights him.
yeah, well, no. She's just like, I'm fine. He's like, all right. And never tells him. And then he dies.
How's he die?
Just heart disease or something. No, he gets old. It
by an
it
anvil.
travels through time.
Okay.
Like, and they use Sienna and Geordie's characters as the perception of time because they're like 16 and 14, and then all of a sudden she's like, "You're getting married and you're having a baby." It's this time traveling
in
ballad.
one song.
Oh, yeah, right.
And then
Yeah.
we watch him die, and we watch the neighbor's husband die, and
the car is still in the driveway.
Yep.
yeah.
We use the same car
Yeah.
as our family car.
You shouldn't talk shit about the show you're in. Let me do
Sorry.
it.
Might just have to delay the release.
Yeah.
There was one thing that I was like, it just drove me crazy. They'd set up the confines of this house, right?
Oh,
So
no.
don't you say anything because you're in the show.
Put my microphone down.
So in the home, because it's a small set, it's a small stage. So picture this: along one wall, they've got all the kitchen stuff, fridge, and all that sort of business, and then they have this fold-out door.
Yep.
And then everyone goes out the door, walks around the front of the set, and then sits on this swingy chair that's clearly on their porch.
Okay.
So they do that all through the show. They go out the door, go to the porch thing.
I'm not saying anything of value.
And then the phone rings inside and they go back around, go through the front door and go to the phone and answer the phone, go out back to the chair. And then just at some point in the show, she's sitting on the bench outside and the phone rings and she just walks straight through the set to the phone.
That's great. No, that's a narrative device. It's called, what is it, knocking down the second wall.
Yeah. And in my head, I was like, whoa, is there a back door? Or was like something. And I'm not going to say who told me this, but somebody said, the director said no one would notice. And I was like, it's all I noticed. Yeah. I was like, wait, she walked through whoa, she's so strong. She fucking climbed through the window, you know? I also I
was that for timing? It was a cue thing that we need to get you up here quicker.
Nah, she could have made the walk and had the phone ring for longer, and it would have been at we would have had to wait, but whatever.
Did she take that phone call on the swing or she at the phone?
At the phone.
Okay. Then she probably should have. Okay.
But she also couldn't take it on the swing unless she ran the phone cord through the window or something.
Yeah.
I'd have been more pissed off if she grabbed the phone and walked back to the swing. I was like, shit, this is a bitch walking through walls. Yeah. And also, I forgave the fact that every time they were inside and they were like, what's her problem? They're pointing directly at the chair when they really should point at the door. You should be like, what's her problem? Like, you've just gone out there.
Oh, but in the opening when
and they're like, what's her pointing straight at you. I'm like, I got in my head, I was like, oh, maybe there's a window there and they're pointing out.
My character chucks a tantrum in the opening.
Yep.
And she goes
and
out.
the middle and the start of Act 2 and right at the end.
I'm the worst.
You were like, this chick is not comic relief. You're like, this is a serious operator right here.
She's just, it's not even funny. She's just a fucking cunt.
Right.
She's actually just the worst kid. You'd want to kick her in the teeth.
Yeah.
She's a really badly behaved child.
But I understand your motivations through the whole thing where all you're doing is everything that would warrant you being in charge of the farm and being a good farmhand, and all he wants is for his son to do it who has no interest.
Yeah, that's
and so
very
you're putting
true.
in all this work and doing all this hard shit, and he's like, you need to get married and blah blah blah, and the son is like, I don't want to be here, and he's like, you will run the farm. And I get the motivation, but which I didn't get with the lady. Her motivation was, my pussy wet, and I want something in my pussy.
My pussy has not been wet in 16 years.
I miss Italia and getting my pussy wet.
I miss Chiara.
Yeah.
I miss Mama. Have you watched much of the Olympics?
No, I've seen probably 20 minutes over the
Seriously?
whole 2 weeks. Yeah, it's pretty hectic. Because I don't... The only time I ever see it is when I turn on the TV and it goes to free-to-air before I go and watch something interesting. So it's there for a minute. I'm like, what are they doing? Swimming.
Swimming.
Yeah,
Still.
Yeah, I've been doing that for a minute.
Fuck.
And then the marathon was on. I'm like, fuck, this is 4 hours of boring talk.
Yeah, this is all you're doing like this, and you just like.
I don't care.
Okay, that's fair.
You can hear me.
Yeah.
That's fair. I mean, I can. But it's like talking to it's like a mosquito.
Sorry, Merv.
Oh, poor. I can't believe the dogs are sitting so patient, so nice, so pleasant.
So yeah, I watch it. I turn the TV on. It's there. I see what they're doing, and then I watch whatever it was that I wanted to watch.
Is there an event in the Olympics that you think you could fuck with?
Opening ceremony.
Comes out with a guitar with the fireworks spitting out the fret.
And so this is Christmas.
Yes.
You reckon you could get into that weightlifting?
I was going to say either judo, weightlifting.
I do both.
Boxing.
At the same time.
They're like a shoulder press into some sort of fucking throw.
Yeah.
You could probably get away with the hammer throw.
No, he's never done a hammer throw in his life.
But he's really strong.
Doesn't matter. It's not
very strong. That's a fact. That is an absolute fact. I like we've just taken that as a read.
But that's
probably one of the strongest in the country.
Of all I think the one you'd want is shot put, because that seems like pretty easy technique.
Piece of piss.
The hammer throw, they're fucking spinning and they're almost falling over every time. There's so much technique that goes into that bullshit, and he's gonna hurl it straight into the gate.
Yeah.
Into the fucking
at the
fucking
other end of the arena.
Yeah.
Like, you're the best. Take all the medals.
Some
right
dude
now.
gets hit in the
Take
head.
all of the medals.
It's me just man spreading the whole podium. Give them all to me. One on each arm and one on my neck.
Hit some lady in the head. She still has to compete in the breakdancing.
But suddenly she's really good.
Yep.
I'm doing the kangaroo.
We should have
I don't
sent
remember who I am.
Kath and Kim to do that. We would have won gold.
Yep.
Just for style points.
She got star points. Stop.
Yeah, I was listening
GMat
to
reference. GMat reference.
Yeah, I was listening to Chain Together this morning.
People have been saying, people have been bringing star points back a lot in the stream.
When did it come up?
All through Chain Together, you were like, because you were being shit. You were
dude,
let's
star
star
points.
points.
Yeah.
Every time you fucked up, you're like, I was going for star points.
If you go back and watch that, if it's saved anywhere, I was actually fucking nailing it. It looked really cool.
What?
The shit that I was doing.
Yeah, I edited the whole thing.
Okay, so you should see how fucking cool I looked then.
It was funny because
When you would walk through and then I'd get hit by the fan and then swing out in front of you, that was fucking dope.
fucking DJ Dana Jane in the stream commented at one point, "Can you explain how the star points thing works?" And I was like, "No, it's not a real thing. It's Ben making up bullshit." She's like, I couldn't work out how the star points came into the like. Is there a score or something?
Yeah, you just got to make it your own. You got to own it.
Yeah.
It's parkour. It's like you got to get from point A to point B in the coolest way possible. Like, yeah, we could all just walk across the thing and climb down the ladder. I'm doing flips. I'm doing 50-50 grinds.
Yeah, but you're not getting to B.
Yes, I am.
We never got to B because
you fucked it up. You were complaining and walking at the same time. I'm doing style shit.
And you're pulling us off because
Yep.
you get hit by a thing and knock us off the edge. There was a whole video on it, Ben.
You were panicking. You panicked. That's
Panicked.
what it was. You hand in the air. I've had too much caffeine. It was 7 p.m. I'm too tired. I can't. Ow.
You're a real fucking
I need to
cunt.
go to bed. I had half a bowl of whiskey 3 weeks ago.
Welcome to Mentally Illegal. Just don't talk to a bottle of whiskey through. You're a fucking dickhead.
You're a dickhead.
Stop being such a bully. You were so nice to me today. We're having such a pleasant coffee.
And then you had too many coffees. You took it too far with the caffeine.
Yeah.
And now we've got issues.
I'm juiced up. My Uber's here.
Where are you going?
That's my new thing. If I don't want to be here, if I don't want to be a conversation, I'm just like, my Uber's here. But I can't walk out because I live here. So it's not really.
Idiot.
It's not really
yourself.
I did play myself.
What's going on in your life, Mr. GMat? Because if I remember correctly,
Got promoted.
It's
Sorry,
been
keep going.
10 days since the last GMat video.
That's
came
really
out.
shit me that you brought that up.
Sorry.
That's fucking rude.
Because I
did look at
his fucking limited drinking abilities.
I did.
But you don't bring out that he hasn't done a video for 10 days.
I like that there's another me in the room now.
I looked in the just two fucking dogs.
Yep.
Wolf, bitch.
Literally this morning, I checked it. And I was like, "Geez, it's been 10 days since I put out a video. That got away from me so quickly." And I was like, "I bet."
Weekend you had.
I was like, "Shut the fuck up, Benjamin."
He did. Daddy had a big weekend.
Oh, God bless him.
He got suited up and everything.
Whoa.
He wore his new watch, his new glasses. He combed his hair.
He combed my hair. You know, I
can't comb his hair with the hot dog's haircut.
Hot dogs.
And you thought all my references were old and out of date.
Yep. The first season of Big Brother. When I was
Can you
8.
insert image here?
Of hot dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
Side by side.
But me and hot dogs. Wait, hold on.
Oh, your
Have you got a
microphone
file
just
that was
electrocuted me.
Fresh.
My what?
The microphone just fucking electrocuted me.
Did it properly?
Yeah, it did.
That's happened once before. I got zapped on the lip by a microphone. It's because we got fucking circuits of everything's. The power's running.
Daisy chains on daisy chains
Yeah.
on daisy chains.
I can give you a bit of. What was I saying?
Oh, you had a big weekend.
There was genuinely something I wanted to talk about.
About
then
the
you,
GMat being 10
10
days.
then you hot dog 10 days. Went to make a
Old
video.
references.
Fucking I
Van
can't remember.
Wilder. You haven't made a video in 10 days.
You
Oh
combed your
yeah,
hair.
no, it wasn't combing hair, but I did at some point because I a lot of my time is spent being like, I'm not going to do this because if Ben was here, he'd make fun of me. But I have jewelry, but I don't wear jewelry because the entire night I was thinking if Ben could see me right now, he'd beat the shit out of me.
I would never.
Because I had rings and watches and it was the theme was like black tie and I think I look good.
Did you point at everything with your pinky finger at the bar?
No, I
I'll just have one of those.
Didn't have one on my pinky.
those.
Didn't have one on my pinky. But yeah, I realized in one moment when I came out, I was like, do I look like a fucking idiot? And I was like, oh, all my insecurities come from you.
Oh, bullshit. That's transference. Your insecurities should come from the amount of a fuckwit you are.
No, I look good. Was the fit good, Sienna?
You look
I look
wonderful.
good.
Yeah, thank
you. Got
you.
a picture? I'd like to see a picture.
No, I should have taken a picture. I never take pictures.
He actually did
fashion show
look
at
really
lunch.
nice.
Thank
Fashion
you.
show at lunch.
Matthew, as much as I fucking
Wanna bully
love
me?
that Ben's here and
Yeah.
that we're both getting to come at you at different angles,
Yeah.
you look thinner, you look glowy, you looked wonderful.
I was in a great mood. I'd had 2 G&Ts.
Really? Say more. This is the first time hearing of it.
He
No.
looked very nice. He had a new watch on. He had his new glasses.
It's a good watch. Sienna bought it for me.
Okay. What are we talking?
Do you want me to go get it?
It's designer.
Wow.
Do you want me to go get it? Is this good podcast content?
Smooth transition.
There's not a whole lot of flow, really.
Oh my fucking. Oh Jesus.
Put all your jewelry on. I want to see. Back in 20 minutes, folks. Again, clinking around like a pirate and all that treasure.
I'll do it on that.
Yeah, okay. Look at that. We're going to need a bigger bowl.
We're gonna need a bigger bowl. You're a real fucking dick.
What the fuck is that?
I don't have a jewelry.
Did
So
you
you
rob
put
Johnny
it
Depp?
in a kindergarten bowl?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? Have you got no sense of style, sir?
Yeah, I mean that's no one needs to see the process. You just see the result. Go back to saying it looked good. You don't need to see the fucking.
Yeah, it looked good on you, not in a fucking yoga bowl.
Where's my-
People, just start zooming in on YouTube on that bullshit. It's got fucking barbecue sauce on it.
It does have barbecue sauce on it.
Only the best.
Look, Ben. Look.
I believe you.
The nice watch isn't in here.
It's got fucking barbecue sauce. 2 big barbecue sauce stains on that. And the watch wasn't even fucking in there.
Found it. It's in his old jocks.
No, it was on my bedside table. Taking it off. So,
Bean.
you like the watch?
I'm trying to read it. My sunglasses are very dark. Hang on.
That's very funny. I've. It's because it's always facing away from me, so I never see the barbecue sauce. But you're so right. There is globs of barbecue sauce on my jewelry box.
Never even
Bowl.
noticed.
Sienna, do some bloody commentary because I can't talk into the mic.
Why'd you buy him a watch? What did you do that was so...
He asked me
I just
to.
wanted, I wanted one with
Oh.
He said, Sienna, can you please get me a watch with a black band? And I did.
because I was wearing black and all my jewelry is silver, and I didn't want to wear a fucking brown.
So you just went out like a PA.
Ben, do you think I'm going to be allowed in this house on this microphone if I don't do that?
Is that what you're doing? You're paying to have your own podcast in this
I'm
empire?
a subscriber on Twitch, on Patreon. I pay for everything. I'm paying for
What
this
are you
friendship.
doing? Don't. He doesn't deserve it.
You've been very mean today, Ben.
I haven't seen you for a while. I got to get it all out.
Yeah.
Being very mean. I'm about to put on.
And I've got to just keep flowing with the content because you've got to put 40 rings on your hands.
40 rings. No, I'm just trying to work out which ones.
You'll pull out a fucking cheesel in a minute.
And I had.
You've got a lollipop ring and a cheesel
Did the
and
Don send you to go and squeeze money out of someone?
fucking
How I
hell.
looked.
What are the rest of them for?
Just rings I've accumulated. Some
when
of
you're
them.
in the room, when you're in the mood for like a
Some of them are. This is my pinky ring.
This is what a sentence. Can that be the name of this podcast?
The one from the
Mentally illegal. This is my pinky ring.
Oh damn it! It is.
I'll pimp it up. Let's all pimp it
Yeah,
up.
pimp it up. There's one in there that's really good for autistic people. Try and pick out which one it is.
You got a fidget spinner on it.
It does. it's my.
no
it's
way.
a fidget ring.
This looks like a lady's ring.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry, it was a dumb question.
Well,
wasn't
just sometimes I just find like I've just in my life I've just had
it?
shit.
What, when you're at metal detecting?
No, just
In the sand.
that's one. That's a sick one. You should check that on. This will be the fucking the thumbnail.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
It's a really good watch. Thank you, Sienna.
You're welcome. I hope you like it.
I do. I really do. And
There's
you know,
another girl one.
yeah, there's a couple girl ones in there, Ben. I'm
There's
a real
another girl. There's 3. Most of these are girl ones.
Ben. I basically got a lost and found box in my bedroom.
Ben, this fucking brown door over here is a revolving fucking deli door.
Go easy. Thanks for lying for me.
Yeah, that's okay.
So what? They come in and
No, Sienna
They've
just
gotta
keeps
take-
coming in and annoying
Yeah.
me.
They've
dropping
got to
jewelry
take
in the
tickets
thing.
at the door. Next.
magpie.
It's 4 pumps and that's it, darling.
So you're a jewelry guy now.
No, I just have jewelry.
Got any bracelets? We gonna rock a bracelet?
No, I've never got a. I want to get a necklace, but again, not quite ready to get a chain because I think you'll bully me.
You need more chest hair for a chain.
Well, I wouldn't.
We can buy that as well.
Can you go
We'll
back
do
to making people think I'm a slut?
We'll do a shopping day. We'll go out and we'll get you a chest merkin and a
Can I
chain.
come? I love shopping.
You don't like shopping?
Yes, I do.
You like grocery shopping?
I like shopping.
Do you like clothes shopping?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh. All right. That's
Dude, I'm gonna
strange.
get you orange and pink though.
Sweetheart.
Just by the way,
Hello.
audio listeners, she's talking to the dog.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at
apropos
my
of nothing, she just
snags.
started-
Yeah, because her voice was like, I like shopping, sweetheart. And I was
That's
like,
how they know they talk. Have you seen that video of that Pomeranian? She's like, I can talk normally all the time until I talk like this. And the dog's like, and then they think I'm talking to them.
What
Why
YouTube
mentally
videos have
illegal,
you
though?
seen?
Why mentally illegal though?
Because she's mentally ill,
Oh,
and we say things that shouldn't be broadcast. We did an episode last week, and all I have
Because
to do is
she's
trim.
mentally ill.
She is.
Thanks, Matt.
You are.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They don't need to know that.
They know that. They've seen you.
it's the title of the podcast as well. I think they're gonna pick up on it.
They know that. They've seen
Yeah,
you.
why is it called
Interesting.
mentally illegal? And then in 4 minutes, and you're like, and then I talk like this.
I should make a caveat. Caveat?
Caviar.
We just went through
Nailed
this
it.
one. So I should make
You've
a
earned those rings.
addendum. Let's make an addendum. There was in the last week's episode a couple of times I said mentally ill when talking about
Pedophiles?
mentally challenged people. And I accidentally said mentally ill a few times. When I was listening back to it, I'm like, I hope people work out that I was using the wrong... Because I've started with mentally challenged and then quickly transitioned into mentally ill.
What do
just-
you think about pedophiles getting entrapped, Ben?
Got a couple of comments on the last part. You nailed caveat, so I think you can work out the mentally challenged, mentally ill thing. You'll get around that pretty quick.
What?
Huh?
Do I need to cut that out? Was that funny or not?
I don't know. Was it supposed to be funny?
I don't know.
If
I
it's
didn't-
supposed to be funny, probably cut it out.
I was saying... no, I don't want to go back
I
to
think
this
it
because it was...
clarified. I think you clarified.
What?
Well, I think you clarified what you wanted to clarify. Was that supposed to be a joke?
No, I would last week I was talking about...
Oh, was my thing supposed to be funny?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember. I already forgot what I said.
Okay, great. Well, let's just move on.
Maybe cut it out.
I don't want to talk about the fucking pedophile thing because I already had to trim that up so much.
He loves a disabled pedophile.
I think people will be able to work out what you meant.
From last week.
Yeah,
I
'cause
assume...
if you think about all the podcasts we've done,
yeah.
all people ever do is take us in good faith and try and work out what we mean rather than just grab whatever we say
And just
and twist it into
assume
whatever
that that's the
is
truth.
easiest to use to make them angry at us.
Yeah.
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 So I think it'd be fun. No
have
dramas.
you guys seen Deadpool Wolverine?
I have.
Deadpool Wolverine. Yep.
Yep. What'd you think?
I liked it. I thought it was fun. Is it ruining cinema? That's up to Ben.
I am the arbiter of these things.
Yeah,
And I tell you unequivocally that it's fun. Yeah, I had fun.
Because
You had fun?
Ben's a film guy.
I'm the film guy.
He is
the-
my only film guy.
He is
No one
the
knows
real Ben
cinema better
J.
than me. I'm the guy.
And like any person who's into film, he refuses to call himself a cinephile. He's like, I'm not, but he is.
I'm a filmophile.
Well, I would, but you have to trim down the podcast a lot if we use that word.
Cinephile. Such a stretch.
Did you laugh? Did you
It's like
laugh?
I gotta cut that out.
Huh?
Did you laugh out loud at any bits?
Not like gut laugh, but there was some bits where I was like, oh, that's funny, that's clever.
I said I
There's
liked
some
it.
very good jokes in it.
It was fun. The thing that people are
It was a
criticizing.
hoot.
It was a hoot.
People are criticizing because they're saying it's ruining theater, and then sorry, it's ruining film, and this is what film is now. And I was like, but
As
you can
in-
make this, and you can still make like good film. And then you said, no, you can't.
It's impossible. They
No,
won't let you.
whatever.
They won't let
It
you.
wasn't that exact version, but you said it actually is ruining film because now there's no budget or something like that. And
I
was
think
like,
the Marvel thing generally is like everyone wants to make $1 billion now, which means they got to put $250 million into every movie, and they're all just these giant fucking gambles. And it's not like there's still a whole bunch of mid-budget movies. Like Civil War, that was cool. That not
that's exactly what you said before.
Yeah, because it's the one that most recently came out that I saw. I was like, it's pretty good.
Yep.
Or Poor Things. I don't know what the budget for that
Yeah,
was, but
yeah.
Did you like Poor Things? I haven't watched it, and I was thinking about watching it.
it's fun.
Okay,
It's good fun. Ruffalo,
it's fun.
Yeah.
It
He's
doesn't
so
sound
good.
like it would be fun.
it's fun. It gets fun. Ruffalo's hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah.
Emma
So
Stone's
fucking
good.
Yeah,
I
she's
like
great.
Emma
I mean,
Stone.
she's obviously great, but
She's
I
great.
wasn't expecting Ruffalo to be so fucking funny. That's the thing.
And Defoe's in it, so lucky you.
You know, somewhat unpopular opinion. I don't really care that much for Defoe. When I watch him, I'm like, I like what he's doing. I don't go. I'm not chasing movies for Defoe.
You know why I brought up Deadpool? So you can make another 500 views by putting Deadpool and Wolverine in the background shot so we can get some more views because
There
all
you
of our
go.
comments are about long legs in the last one.
There you go.
Is that true? I haven't checked it. Oh,
Well,
you
Matt,
saw long
if you
legs.
were trying to make this fucking channel blow up,
Finally
you would
someone
take
is.
the time to read the comments of these adoring fans
Thank you.
trying to get your attention.
It's just me and Sienna out
respond
here
to
doing all the
them.
hard work,
I love
all
that-
the hard leg work.
I love
for
that
this fucking channel.
she's saying this is a concept that I told her. Where I was like, she's like, why didn't you name
And you're
the-
not even doing it.
Why
It's your
didn't-
concept. You're not even doing it.
Why didn't
Yeah,
you
I
name,
want
why didn't you name
Mad
the podcast Mad Matt Fury
Fury
Road?
Road.
I'm like, because Tenacious D was popular at the time.
Well, it didn't fucking
It did
do
work.
very well.
It did work.
Didn't work well enough as long legs.
And why did I put long legs in the title?
And Mad Matt
It was
Fury
my
Road
idea!
is fucking funny.
And
Why is it called mentally illegal though?
Can you tell?
you saw Long Legs. I said what we were. It was like one of the only films that you, me, and Aiden have all agreed on. We were
That it
like,
was
that was
poo-poo?
dog shit.
Oh, well, I didn't think it was dog shit.
I thought it was.
Geordie
poo.
wants me to go see it tomorrow, but I think it's
Long
going to be too
Legs?
scary for me.
You haven't seen it. How were you talking about it last time then?
No, he was telling me the review.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Geordie keen to see Long Legs?
Yeah.
I promise you, he's not going to enjoy it.
Oh, I believe you.
Did he listen to the podcast?
Yeah.
And he was still like, no, I'll check it out.
He's like, I want to go. No, he didn't want to listen to the review
Oh, that's fair.
because he wants to go and see it for himself.
Sorry, excuse me. What podcast are you reviewing this on?
The last one.
The GMat.
I wasn't reviewing
podcast.
it. It was the last like 10 minutes of a hour and 10-minute podcast.
So you did a film review podcast
Yeah.
with another person?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. No, noted. You wonder why I'm so fucking mean to you.
I do sometimes.
I watched Train to Busan.
Hold on. What Long Legs? What did you think about Long Legs, Ben?
Well, you've already done your review. Far be
Ben,
from me to
just
drag
tell us what you
this
think of Long
podcast
Legs.
back 2 weeks and fucking.
Tell us what you think about Long Legs.
I think this Nicolas Cage fella is an up and comer. I think he's going to make a
he's-
name for himself.
Yeah, he's tried.
I'm curious about him. He's a bit of a weird character. I think.
I don't know. He seems a little unhinged.
Yeah, like a bit of a wacky. Like you don't know what you're going to get with this fella.
Yeah.
Look out!
No,
he's
you
a
know what you're
zany-
gonna get.
A zany character.
You know what you're gonna get.
What?
Just a mentally ill person screaming their lines.
Was that the right one? Mentally ill or mentally challenged?
No, mentally ill. That was
Okay,
mentally
cool.
ill.
Perfect.
He's
just doing his thing. He's out there, man. He's an artist. He's
Music.
creating.
Come on, guys. Let's talk about something.
What is that?
I don't know. It's the movie that was about him. The unbearable weight of being a fucking great performer or whatever that movie is
Ghost
called.
Rider.
Yep.
The unbearable weight of being a Ghost Rider.
Guys, let's talk about something.
I watched Train to Boston
Boston.
last night.
You watched that?
on your fucking train.
Have you seen that? It's a zombie movie,
Yeah.
and it's got 95% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's a Korean film, isn't it?
Yes, it is. So
Yeah.
I didn't like it, and Geordie was like, "This is the best movie."
People do say it's
ever
like one of the every time film people talk about it, they say it's pretty fucking great.
It was like the zombies are so goofy. They were-
Dorks. A bunch of Australian breakdancers.
yeah, well, they were like, I was like, that's so lame.
Cut that
out. They're
Yeah,
all like,
cut that out.
yep, all right. And we're back.
We're back.
You got any notes, Sienna?
I want to bring back.
I love Sienna's notes.
I want to bring back Tiny Terrors. I want that so bad.
What's Tiny
What are they
Terrors?
so bad? She wants
It's like small satisfactions. Tiny Terrors.
What?
it. That does explain nothing of.
No
It's
idea.
like when you stop the microwave before it hits 0, so it doesn't beep.
Oh. When bringing it back from when? When was this a thing?
The GMat podcast. You two had a segment
What?
called
I was
Small
not there for that.
Satisfactions and Tiny Terrors. And in fact, Ben, you made the intro.
Did I?
Yep.
How did it go?
Tiny Terrors!
I don't know why I asked. I don't know what I was expecting, of course.
That's so. Isn't that weird?
What did we say?
Because it was like a dream sequence, and you were like, small satisfactions.
What are the small satisfactions?
It was like.
Hold on. We're not acknowledging how weird that is that you and I made something, put it out there. Neither one of us can remember it, and she can.
I
Isn't
don't
that?
remember the chain together video we did 2 weeks ago. I never remember them.
That's true. It's hours, but this
Welcome
happens.
to my world. This is how I feel all the time. You go, well, what about the thing? And I'm like, what thing?
I'll tell you the examples, and I remember them, is when you reach around the TV and you immediately plug in the HDMI cord without a second.
Oh, yeah, that's a
feeling.
small
Yep.
satisfaction.
When you pull out the cord from the wall and it just pops straight
There's a
out.
lot of reaching around and pulling out. I feel like
Yeah.
there's an undertone to this.
Yep.
Reaching
When you
around.
put a knife back into its block and you're not fucking around, it just goes
Oh,
straight in
ooh.
into the cover.
Daddy.
Yep.
What are the terrors?
Oh, I don't want to know.
The tiny terrors is when you tuning the guitar string.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah, and
Wing,
you're like,
wing,
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 wing, wing, wing, wing, wing. Is it gonna snap?
Yep.
Oh.
I've been doing that a lot lately. I'll tell you, I think I've broken 3 G strings in the last fucking.
Wow, is
You're
that
right, it
from
is
the
a meat market
revolving
here.
door?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got some tiny terrors?
You want to bring this
Oh
one?
no! Can you tell us more of the ones? Oh, no, I don't want to do new ones. I just want us to relive old content. Can you tell us some more of the
That
tiny
one was
terrors?
good.
I'll tell you what, I do actually go on.
Oh, when you're peeling the stickers off a item and the sticker tears, the paper sticker tears.
Literally did that on this watch.
Yep, and you've got to scratch off the things.
Fuck, it drives me crazy.
Yep.
Um,
We talked about Ben throwing a microwave out of his house or window or something. You smashed a microwave out of anger?
Yeah, checks out. Yeah.
I remember that time he was trying to
Get the office chair in the car. Don't talk about it. I want to talk about that one.
he buys an office chair, brings it home, almost puts it together the whole way, and is missing like an important piece. Do you remember what the piece was?
The gas thing didn't work.
Oh, it didn't work.
You go, psst, and the chair comes up, and as soon as you sit on it, it would sink back down. I'm like, I can't have fucked this up. It's a hydraulic
Where'd you
thing.
buy it from?
And he's built the chair.
Burwood.
Burwood.
He's built the chair.
Chair's
and
built.
It was office work, wasn't it?
No.
No. So he bought the chair, built it, and it doesn't work. So now he's like, not only do I have to return it,
I have to
but I have to.
disassemble it.
No, well, he maybe, but he was
A
like,
smart person
I'll
with
get it.
patience would have disassembled it.
I'll get a new one, and I'll have to rebuild it again. Like, what a pain in the ass that
yeah.
I have to go and return this and redo all this.
Yeah.
But he was like, I'm not fucking tearing this down. They can take the whole chair, but he took it out to the car, and he couldn't get it in the back seat, and he like
Ben.
fucked up his whole door, just shoving it in there because he was so mad, and he nearly ripped he was like very close to just ripping the door off the fucking.
Fuck.
And I feel like you were so rage-filled at that point that you could have taken the whole door off of the car, broken
Lifted it up like Mr. Incredible.
broken 2-inch thick steel, just fucking.
If ever there was a time that I could, that would have been it.
And
Have
I
you
remember
had-
I came out and you were in the rage of it. And I was like, "Hey Ben,"
I just not now, please.
that was it. You were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you need to walk away," and I was like, "Oh, okay,
Have you ever gotten to that state of,
Good buddy, what's going on?
walk away."
Not now, man. Okay.
yeah, okay, okie dokie.
Yeah,
Have you gotten to a point of like blinding rage?
yeah,
like that?
yeah. I was
He had half a bottle of whiskey and 2 G&Ts.
and a pint.
He couldn't do the worm. He could not worm to save himself.
Ben.
Really couldn't.
Talk to the rings. I was. I'm setting up. Let me tell it from Beck's perspective. So this,
Yeah.
because I have said this on the podcast, so I'll change the story a little bit.
From the perspective.
The Beckspective. Perspective. Very good, Ben. That's better than what I said. I'm sorry I talked over you. Talk to the rings. So I'm in the. I've got 2 PCs
Oh, bragged.
and I had 2 GTs. So I got the 2 PCs and one of them has a capture card in it. So you run one PC into the capture card of the other PC, and that's how people see what I'm playing. You don't have to do it that way. You can stream straight from a PC, but this way it's
Big dogs.
It
It's a
like
big dog move.
if something goes wrong, it doesn't fuck up the stream. It always runs perfectly because it doesn't take streaming power and power to compute what you're playing. It's what the big dogs do.
Yep.
Okay, talk to the rings, Ben. It's what the big dogs do, and I wanted to be a big dog. It was a bit out of my budget. I probably didn't need to do it at that point.
Wolf.
Anyways, I'm trying to set it up, and it is a fucking nightmare to set up. So, from the lounge room, the lounge room, into the spare bedroom, which is where my office was, Beck's just hearing, "Fuck! Ah! Why? What?" Just hearing that nonstop, and then just hears, ting, 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 ting.
That.
And she comes in like, "Hi, is everything okay?" And just keys from the keyboard are just spread all across the room. So I've picked up the keyboard and I've just smashed it into the desk. The keyboard snapped in half and the keys just flew everywhere. And I'm just sitting there like,
Du-du-du-du-du-du.
it was like that. She walked in and she's like, "You all right?" I'm like, I just like, I appreciate you checking in, but you need to like go away.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be in this environment. Which is exactly what he did. You're like, I know that I'm not, because I'll say, you'll be like, everything's right. I'm like, what am I going to do? Explain to you what's going on? Like, having to explain it will make me madder. Just like, let me be angry. It's fine. I'm being a baby about this. I understand that.
Yeah.
But you're better off just going into the next room and just letting me.
My new thing is going to be now finding people in that space, in that headspace, and be like, you still owe me that $15.
You get fucking stabbed.
Yeah. Welcome.
No,
to this
Ben
one.
can bend 2-inch steel. He'll be fine.
There you go. As long as I've got a car door in the way, I'll be fine.
As long as you're in that headspace, you can do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a prank, bro. It was a prank.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that, what the annoying part about that is then like, I can't keep doing, I fucked the keyboard. So I had to go out and buy a new keyboard.
Oh, that would be, do the keyboard. I don't even know how you would lean in, but if I walked into the room, it's like, can't you set it up? It's not that hard.
Any
like one
dingus can
plug.
do it.
Yeah. It's not one plug.
Do you smash that keyboard, you fucking sook?
You saw.
That would be it.
That'd be it.
Like I'd be like, oh, I'm
trying to think of the worst thing I could say.
I go straight into like, get out. Like I'd be like, go. What are you doing?
Who even asked you to come into this fucking house?
You don't live here anymore.
You have 2 PCs. You can't even work one PC properly.
You're a real fucking idiot.
Didn't you cry setting up for G-Stream one year?
You guys are assholes.
Did you really?
Yeah. Let's go.
Yes.
You really fucking wind yourself into knots.
If you want to hear
before
this
those.
story, subscribe to the Patreon because we're going into the post show. Bye, everybody. Hey, it's GMat here from The Real GMat, and don't forget that if you enjoyed this episode of the GMat podcast and you want to hear more, we also have the podcast post show, which is available exclusively to our Patreon supporters at patreon.com/GMat podcasts. The podcast post show is a shorter episode recorded directly after the regular podcast where we wrap up the episode and talk about the things we didn't have time to talk about. Don't forget to rate this podcast on your podcast app of choice and share it with all of your friends.